Today we're going to talk about the best Bitcoin affiliate programs. And specifically, I'm not going to necessarily tell you what programs are the best. I'll tell you my preference, but we're going to talk about one of the main factors that's important for you to understand when you want to start marketing cryptocurrency or marketing Bitcoin companies or programs. What are the best affiliate programs? I think one of the things that you have to pay attention to is how you get paid. In other words, what is the compensation like? How does the compensation work? And I'll be talking about that in this video. But first, I want to kick it off with this really quickly. Got this morning. I had permission to share this. This is from one of my friends and clients in our Crypto Passive Profits course. That's our paid course where we teach people how to build a passive income marketing Bitcoin affiliate programs. And he was telling me this is from an advertising campaign that he did, and he basically got 265 customers on this one ad campaign using one of the strategies that we cover in the course. He didn't want me to give away the exact strategy, but I will tell you that it is a strategy that is in the course. With that being said, I asked him, I said, what did you spend to get 265 customers, 86 of which were active at the moment, but this number will go up. It'd probably be at least half of this. But I said, how many, how much did you spend? How did this work? And here's what he showed me, just to give you that. I said, hey, what did you spend on? And he said, I spent like $50. And I said, you want to create a budget, just do it over again, because it will pick up speed on you in a few weeks. Track your earnings so you can start to see them pick up. Basically, you want to see your earnings. You want to see that you're getting a return on your advertising dollars. And we talked about that. Now, as this is a part of a Discord chat, again, I did have his permission to share this, but basically the idea is I was basically giving him a little bit of direct one-on-one coaching. As a part of our Crypto Passive Profits course, you're able to access me directly in Discord. I'm in there most of the time throughout the day, on most days of the week. So you can reach out to me through there. Okay, so let's get started. I want to talk to you about this for a moment. By the way, I'll give you more details about well, let me just say this. I asked him, I said, what are you doing? Where did you learn? What have you done? He said, hey, first of all, he said, I signed up to your YouTube. So he's one of my subscribers on YouTube. If you want to follow his lead, click that subscribe button now. And then he said, I ended up signing up for your Crypto Passive Profits newsletter. The Crypto Passive Profits newsletter is about earning passive income, and it's about 5 different streams of passive income that you can earn. Not ironically, all 5 of those streams have affiliate programs. So the Crypto Passive course, and I'll put this link in the description. This is a video that explains the Crypto Passive course that's currently under development. But the course is all about being able to, it's getting released in 3 phases, or getting developed in 3 phases. The course is all about advertising for referrals and being able to grow a true, using Bitcoin programs, affiliate programs, to be able to create a true cryptocurrency business for yourself. And a lot of times people have asked me before, how do you choose what you're going to do? What is your preference? Well, first of all, it's very important that you understand I've done marketing and distributor, business development, distribution channel development for years in various industries. I've worn a lot of different hats, but this is something that I know a lot about. One of the things that's very important for you to understand, no matter whether it's been in health and wellness, fitness, skincare, nutritional, insurance industry, travel industry, no matter where it's at, compensation is important. Now, you can have different preferences, and I've done different types of compensation. Let me show you this picture here. I have done both types of compensation, big upfront money and passive. I wouldn't necessarily tell you that I have a preference, but I would tell you that in order to maximize, in crypto I have a preference. In crypto it's passive, and I'll explain why in a minute. But what's important to understand is when you build, whatever you're building when it comes to affiliate marketing. Oh, I got a typo there. It's supposed to be an I right there. Whatever you're building, it's important that you understand your compensation, so you at least know the rules of the game. Now, there's pros and cons to each. There's not good or bad. Now, in Bitcoin, when I'm marketing Bitcoin affiliate programs, I prefer to be focusing on the ones that I think are the best Bitcoin affiliate programs, are ones that have stable passive income. And the reason for that is because when you have something that has a lot of upfront money, there's a lot of churn of dollars. The upfront affiliate program is the one where, the guy's trying to spend $1 to make $2. When in reality, what he usually does, he spends $1, makes $1.10, and he advertises that he made $1.10 instead of advertising that he actually made 10 cents. That's what he really does when you see his ads on the internet. But the idea is to be able to spend $1 and make $2. Let's keep it simple. And if you can do that, it's awesome. What I don't like about it, it creates a lot of churn of income, which in an environment that's interesting when it comes to taxes, in an environment where you don't want to waste, when you spend $1 worth of cryptocurrency today, in the future, that $1 might be worth $100. So I don't want to be in a business personally where there's a lot of churn. It's just how you choose to manage your money. I want to be able to earn. The thing is, with the passive income through cryptocurrency, some of these affiliate streams pay you based off cryptocurrency, and some of them pay you based off of US dollars. They just pay you out in cryptocurrency. I like the ones who actually pay you. They both have their place. But the ones who actually pay me out in cryptocurrency are really nice, because in the future, that crypto, those payouts, you could be making, $10 a month right now, but in the future it may be $100 a month based off the price of, if they're still paying out the same amount of cryptocurrency, based off the price of cryptocurrency at that point in time. So I think that's extraordinary. The fact that you can build an income stream today that might be worth a couple $1,000s a month in crypto. But as crypto goes up, that income stream all of a sudden becomes very, very valuable. Cryptocurrency is the only place I know. Bitcoin's the only place I know, and I prefer to earn in Bitcoin over everything else, but it's the only place that I know where you can, if you believe that Bitcoin's going to go up in value, you can build today as if you're building. Listen, it's a lot easier to build a $2,000 a month income than it is a $20,000 a month income. And it's going to be like that. When Bitcoin goes up, trying to get to a $20,000 a month income is going to be just as hard as it is today. But building an income that's roughly $2,000 worth of Bitcoin a month right now, which is what? Bitcoin's, I think, around $7,000, $6,000. So a third of a Bitcoin's roughly $2,000. Well, if you can earn a third of a Bitcoin per month right now, passively, what happens when that third of a Bitcoin 10x's and all of a sudden it's 20,000? You literally took the energy and effort to build a $2,000 a month or a third of a Bitcoin per month business when Bitcoin was only 2,000. But yet, if Bitcoin goes up, now all of a sudden you got a $20,000 a month income. Do you follow what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons I prefer passive income affiliate programs personally. I want income streams that by their very nature, as crypto goes up, those income streams could go up. That's one of the things that I love most about it. Now, with that being said, let's just compare and contrast. And that might not be your thing. It's okay. You're watching this video. You're like, hey, I want to learn what are the best Bitcoin affiliate programs out there. I'm going to tell you in this video, I'm not going to give away a specific, but I'm going to talk to you about some of the differences you want to pay attention to. And I'm going to go into some detail here. And then towards the end, I'll kind of talk about, some of my preferences at the very, very end. So upfront affiliate money. So these are the ones. They want to spend $1, make $2. The greens are the pros. You make money up front. If you have a profitable ad campaign, you can run it over and over again until it stops working. By the way, what the dark, dirty secret in internet marketing is, all ad campaigns eventually stop working. I want you to write that down if you're taking notes. All ad campaigns eventually stop working, which means this income stream is not going to be stable long term. Maybe that's easier. This income stream is not going to be stable long term at all. It's going to stop at some point. But you're able to make money up front, and so get it while the getting's good. Ad campaigns can be profitable on day one. So it's possible that, especially if you have some expertise and you understand what you're doing, that you can make, if you're getting paid upfront money, meaning you every time you make a sale, you make $50 or you make $200 or you make $3,000. If that's the case, then that can be profitable on day one. On day one. That's awesome. Now, here's the negative. It can also lose money on day one. An ad campaign can be totally negative, doesn't make money. You can spend $1 and make 50 cents. And sometimes there's nothing you can do to make it, a profitable campaign. The other downside to getting paid upfront money, again, what is upfront money? Coinbase pays you out in upfront. You get a customer, they pay $10. That's upfront money. They just pay you a one-time upfront fee. You're done. Now, let me ask you a question. Here's something to think about. If Coinbase is willing to pay you $10 upfront to get a customer, don't you think that customer is far more valuable to them than the $10 they paid you? They wouldn't pay you if the customer was only worth $5 to them. They pay you $10 for a customer, but they get to keep that customer essentially forever. Think about that when you're trying to weigh out upfront money versus passive income. So the other thing with upfront money is income volatility. So let me share a story with you. I have a client that I was working with. I was coaching with him directly. I actually got him started. He got him started from scratch with this company that he was marketing, and I coached him. I don't do one-on-one coaching, by the way, in the crypto space, but I do offer a course, obviously, and I do coaching in that course. But I was talking about like I was coaching this guy on a regular basis. We actually got 1 year, one of his best years in business. He did $420,000. Now, mind you, $420,000 of which probably like $380,000 of that was profit to him. It was incredible. He did phenomenal. Believe it or not, you're talking about he had months where he was making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in a single month. He still had 1 month. The month of November that year was a 0 month. And that just really shows you the volatility. He made upfront money. It was a top tier product. It was over $10,000. He made almost a $10,000 commission when he sold it. He was doing, over the phone sales and marketing, literally. And but that just shows you the level of volatility. I've seen, top tier big upfront money offers where, you can make 30 grand in a month and 0 the next month. 0 2 months in a row, make 50 grand. And some people are okay with that. Some people aren't. It's just personal preference, to be honest with you. Now, here's the other negative. Customers must afford it. If you're going to earn, in most cases, well, even Coinbase. So, right, Coinbase will pay you $10 up front, but the customer has to deposit like $100. If you make $300, well, the customer probably had to spend a few $100s before you could ever earn $300 up front. In the case I was talking about, the guy made like $8,000 or $9,000, but the product he marketed it had good margins on it, but it was way north of $10,000. So he had to have customers that can afford it. Same thing here. In order to earn upfront affiliate money, you're going to be marketing a product that customers are buying, and obviously you're going to make a percentage or a commission off of whatever they're buying. So you got to deal with the idea of, is it something that people can afford? Is it something they want to afford? You got to deal with that customer objection. Now, passive income, you're talking about extremely stable income. Like passive income, you're talking about being able to get a customer once and earn from them over and over again for as long as they're a customer. And some people can be customers for years. The best programs are programs that I like to market. Literally, people will be customers for years. In some cases, maybe even decades. That's awesome. That's very stable. It's also extremely passive. So it's something that you want to, when you look for passive income, you want to find something that people, it's got to be something that people are using over and over again. So think about this in the real world outside of crypto. A good example of something that would be passive that people would like to use and may use for a long time. Think about something like deregulation of energy. That's a big deal that's going on, at least in the U.S. I don't know how many states are deregulated right now, but quite a few. And there's independent representatives who are, responsible for basically getting people to convert over to these new deregulated companies, and they make a commission. They make an ongoing commission. It's not a big commission, but they make a few dollars a month per each residential customer. Now, again, if they were running like direct mail postcard campaigns in their local area, they probably aren't going to make money on that first campaign. They might not make money on the first several campaigns. Why? Because they're only making a few dollars per customer, and most customers aren't going to switch just off of a postcard in the mail, but they might pick up a few here and there. But the reason it works so well is because if someone pays their light bill, they're used to paying that light bill every month. They're probably going to keep paying that light bill every month. I mean, people go decades. To my knowledge, I've never in my lifetime ever even been late on a light bill. And there are a lot of people like that. Even if they go late and go behind, let their lights get turned off. They're going to find the money and get the lights turned back on. So in that sort of situation, people aren't having to change their habits very much. They just had to change who they were using to provide a service. That's like the best case type passive product, something where people don't have to change much. They don't have to do a whole lot, and they are able to earn a passive income. In that case, you can have customers stick around for years and years and years. So that's extremely passive. Can create income for years. I just talked about it. Decades in some cases. Decades. It can be awesome. Now, what's the negative? The negative is the first campaigns aren't profitable. In almost any case, your first advertising campaigns are not going to be profitable. Same thing with Moonnip, who I just showed you earlier. His first campaign, he spent $50. He's not going to make $50 up front. He's not going to make it back. So here's what I explained to him. And this is how you have to look at passive income affiliate programs. You want to look at them kind of like this. You want to look at them like this. So in the beginning, where are we at? There we go. In the beginning, your income is going to be like this. Maybe you'll make a little bit. You'll make a little bit. You'll make a little bit. But as time goes on, it's going to just keep going up, 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 and up. And it just keeps going. Now, if it's a 2-tier affiliate program, it can really turn up. That's a whole nother ballgame for a whole nother time. But it keeps going up because the same activity that gets you your first customers, typically, if you can repeat that activity, you can keep getting customers, keep getting customers, keep getting customers. And so your advertising will be like this. Let's say you're running an ad campaign. Your ad campaign is going to be like this. It's going to be straight. And so your first several ad campaigns, depending on the product, depending on how much it costs, depending on how much you're earning, it could be your first 2 or 3, it could be your first 6 or 7. In theory, the more ad campaigns as long as you're using ad campaigns that actually work, in theory, the more ad campaigns that you have to do, in theory, to get to break even, the more stable the income is going to be. Again, in theory, typically you've got very loyal customers, and the loyal customers are going to be loyal customers for a very long time. And then what happens is you spend the same amount, like in his case, if he's spending $50 a week, he's going to spend the same $50 a week, and he's going to be making far more than what he's spending, as long as, it's a product or service that customer loyalty is very, very high. And the one he's advertising is extremely, loyalty is very, very high. Customers are consistent. The ones who stay there stay very consistent for a very, very long time. But this is important to keep in mind. Now, again, you may, I put a lot of little dashes here, but it just depends on, this part here just depends on a lot on what the Bitcoin affiliate program is, what the payout is, etc. And it depends on how stable it is. Meaning, again, if the profit line goes up slower, typically you're working with something that's a lot more stable. I had a guy come to me one time. He said, "Hey, I want to make 6 figures this year." I said, "Great." I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, I'm promoting this company and their product. I'm independent rep for them." And I was like looking at what they were doing, and it was like internet service or something back when that was like a thing. He's making like $2 a customer, and I'm like, you're not gonna make 6 figures your first year. You may one day make $1 million a year, but you're not gonna make. You're not gonna, not unless you got a boatload of money in the bank. But then you're not gonna be profitable. You got to have proper expectation for the affiliate program that you're marketing. That's what I'm getting at. So if whether it's upfront money like I just showed you, I'm just deleted it so I can't go back to it. Whether it's upfront money like I just showed you, or whether it's going to be more of a passive income over time, it's not that one's bad and one's good. It's just you got to recognize which one you're working with and be able to maximize that. Now, I do prefer in crypto, like I said, to do passive income. Like that's my preferred method in crypto. And I have an entire course on if this has been useful, if this content makes sense to you, and you like this type of content and you want to learn more about building, a Bitcoin passive income or passive income through Bitcoin affiliate programs, then I recommend that you come check out my 3-phase plan. I'll put a link down in the description. You can watch this video. You can get some more information about our course. And it's more than a course. It's an active community where we're working together. We're building something extraordinary here. The whole goal is as crypto entrepreneurs, we're building something that's going to really be able to be a true legacy for ourselves and our families and those around us. The best part is in Bitcoin affiliate programs, and I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, any affiliate marketer, anyone who's trying to build a business advertising, promoting for anything related to crypto, I don't care if it's Coinbase or if it's an exchange or what it is. Like literally you're on the front lines of helping create public awareness, create public education, which means that you're directly responsible for helping create cryptocurrency mass adoption. I want you to stop and think about that for a moment. I want to tell you, if you've made it to this point in this video, congratulations. I don't care if you don't subscribe, and I don't care if you don't, join the newsletter or the course or nothing. I just want to personally say, great job, congratulations, well done, because you are literally on the front edge of technology. I mean, this is going to be the greatest change. I mean, it's amazing. This pandemic happens, and all of a sudden people start talking about, oh, money's dirty. You shouldn't touch money. Oh, the government's printing money. Oh, maybe our dollars aren't going to be worth a whole lot. All of a sudden, more than ever, people are talking about looking at alternatives. More than ever. Yet, here you are. And that's rare because most people's brains don't think the way that yours think this early on. Most people, you're part of the 2%. 98% have this herd mentality. They don't want to do anything different. They don't want to change anything different. Not only have you done something different, but you're far enough in crypto that you're looking to advertise or to promote or to market or to create a business based on crypto where you can actually earn in Bitcoin. Think about that. Do you realize how rare that makes you? And I think it's extraordinary because I think in a lot of ways, when I was talking about passive income, I think in a lot of ways that's exactly what the banking system is based off of. And let me explain this. And I know obviously if you're in crypto, if you're like me, you don't necessarily have a great affection for the banking system, but you have to recognize a good model. They have a good business model that they're probably going to make money till the end of time. And they're going to attempt to unless Bitcoin is the only, but I kind of think they're going to end up adapting in some way because they're too powerful not to figure out how to make profit somewhere along the way. However, you think about the banking model. Let's look at the average 98% type herd mentality. If the herd mentality says, give me money now, I'll take less if you give me now. Like, for example, you see these settlements, if someone's got $100,000 settlement, they're getting payments over time, or they win a lottery of $500,000. There are companies that will come along. Some of these are large investment companies and will pay them 50 cents on the dollar to give money up front. And people do it all day long. Yeah, I'll take half my money. Just give me the money up front. And that sort of mentality is fine. It's acceptable. It's probably human nature to want instant gratification, but it's not the most profitable mentality. There's a reason a company's willing to pay 50 cents on the dollar. There's a reason. So when you're building these passive incomes, you want to think about that. So here's another example. Let's go to the flip side. Banks, they give out loans, they give out mortgages. They'll put you in a 30-year mortgage. Interest rates are low right now, so when you finally pay that house off, it'll probably cost you 1.5 times what you bought it for, what the purchase price was, after you cover the mortgage and amortization over a 30-year time period. Several years ago, I remember it was almost 3 times after you got through a 30-year mortgage, you ended up paying for your house. A $300,000 home would cost you $900,000 by the time you were done paying it off. Here's what's interesting. The bank doesn't ask for the money up front. They don't want it. They want you to take the full 30 years. In fact, some loans, not mortgage loans in the U.S. that I'm aware of, but some loans, by the way, I don't have a mortgage loan. I've paid off my house in 3 years. But some loans, some companies, the way they work, by the way, and I just want to be very clear, I own a much smaller home than I probably could afford on a 30-year note. Do you understand? I would rather not have the debt. That was important to me. So I'm not trying to brag that I somehow live in a mansion that I paid off. I mean, my home's nice. I like my home, but I'm just saying, understand that I was very adamant about not having a 30-year mortgage. Why? Because I didn't want to pay them 50% more or 30% more than the price of my house. So with that being said, what's interesting is some banks, they will not in the U.S., but like in Canada, a friend of mine is Canadian. I was talking to her. I was like, hey, you need to pay off your mortgage. Your business is doing well. You're making money. You need to pay off your mortgage. And I didn't know this. She was like, we have a penalty if we pay off our mortgage early. Now, come to find out, the penalty is not a whole lot. It's worth paying it off early. You still end up paying less. But the banking system in Canada discourages you. And I don't know if it's all banks or just her mortgage. But there's a penalty for prepaying your mortgage. I don't think that exists currently in the U.S. But why would there be a penalty? Think about that. Banks don't want you to pay your mortgage early. That's the bank's concept. But the mentality of the average person is, I'll take half of my 30-year payouts if you'll just give it to me up front. Understand that mentality. One's a better business mentality. One's a humanistic instant gratification. If you're going to be here and you want to make it big, then your passive income strategies, if you're advertising passive income affiliate programs, then if that's the route you're going, just like I'm going, just like that's what I love, that's what I want to do, then I highly recommend that you understand that you want to have a longer term mentality. You're building something in the future. Munib, spending $50 a week right now. Is he going to make $50 a week? Nope. He's not. Not for a while. But some here, maybe depending on what he's marking, maybe it could be a few weeks or a few months, but eventually he's making much more than $50 a week. One day he'd be maybe knocking down $200, $300, $400, $500, $2,000 a week, and he's still spending $50. $50. He's going to thank his lucky stars he wasn't trying to chase some big dollar affiliate program that was going to pay him, $2 for every $1 he spent. What's great about passive income once you build that up? Once you get to the point where you can spend $50 and make $100 in a passive program like that, then it's never going to be unprofitable again. You can always spend $50. You're going to always get new customers. It's going to be 100% profitable every time, over and over again. Provided Bitcoin prices don't obviously tank or whatever. Just food for thought. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Hopefully it's made some sense to you. Hopefully this has been a bit educational. This isn't, the most exciting content in the world unless you're excited about building a business and changing the world that you live in with a cryptocurrency business. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them down in the comments. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to join our Crypto Passive Profits newsletter, subscribe, link in the description. If you want more information about how our course is being developed, our actual paid course on building a crypto business, I'll put a link in the description. Check out our 3-phase plan video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, crypto equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth, and I'm out.